How do you establish attraction with a woman you're just meeting, on a first date with, at a bar or a party, or even a coworker that you'd like to ask out? And how do you keep the attraction fresh and alive with a girl after a few dates? That's what we'll be covering in this video. Hi, I'm Bobby Rio, and I've helped over 50,000 recovering nice guys reclaim their power and become more attractive to women over the past 12 years. Now, in another video of mine, I talk about the triangle of attraction and the idea that you always need to be mixing three things: fun, connection, and sexuality. If you haven't watched that video, I'll link to it here, but from doing over 500 one-on-one coaching sessions last year alone, it seems like most guys are really focused on either connection or sexuality, when really the silver bullet is fun. Fun is a natural aphrodisiac. Plus, fun always wins out. If your goal is to build attraction, rapport, or comfort during the course of a conversation with a woman, your primary objective should always be focused on getting the woman you're with to have as much fun as possible and to associate that enjoyment to you. And when you're trying to get the woman to have fun, the most effective way to do it is to keep her in the moment. I have a concept that I call take her back to the playground. And the idea behind it is that the sweet spot is creating that vibe that she felt back on the playground with her school crush in the 6th grade. You're taking her away from the world, from her work, from all that stuff that's on her mind, and just creating this fun new place that only you and her occupy together on the same wavelength. Now, my friend Rob Judge and I, we have a technique that we call being the bully. Now, here's the thing. The attitude behind what you do should always be playful, never mean. This is really important. And don't worry about trying to appear confident or cocky, because by merely doing the funny parts without fear, without hesitation, you're displaying that you are a bit cocky, you are a bit confident. This means that it isn't necessary to try to really show her, hey, I'm so cocky. You don't have to go out of your way, basically, to say asshole remarks or put downs or anything that would make a girl feel bad about herself. I'm going to repeat that because no one likes to be around someone that makes them feel insecure. So your goal is never to make a girl feel bad about herself with your jokes. It's really about self-amusement. This means that your intention is to amuse yourself and those around you, right? And if she wants to join in the fun, great. If not, oh well. So I want to walk you through some examples of how to do this. Now, also keep in mind that you're leading a new vibe with a girl. It's your job to get her there, right? You got to ease into these sort of lines that I'm giving you. So let's get into them. So the first technique is to simply mess with her. Now, a more politically incorrect way of saying this would be fuck with her, right? You got to fuck with her a little bit. The same way you mess around with your friends. You know, you do stupid things that you used to do to annoy your friends when you were 12 years old. For some reason, that works with women. You know, you can repeat everything she says. Keep getting in her way. When she tries to talk, keep talking over her. And when she gets quiet, you get quiet. Misinterpret her to be someone that she's not. Tell her some exaggerated, clearly made up story and make it obvious that you're lying, right? Ask her something ridiculous, you know, if she needs something from you. So if she wants something, you say, yeah, can you hand me that beer? You can say something like, yeah, but now you have to give me a back massage. If she laughs or says no, pull the beer away from her, right? Be dead serious about it. You're being playful, but you gotta play the role a little bit. The second technique is to speak the unspoken. An example of this would be making eye contact with a woman and seeing her glance down maybe at your butt or something and say, hey, I saw you checking me out. Also, you can exaggerate an encounter and turn it around on her. Now, an example of this would be if she bumps into you, say, instead of copping a cheap feel, you could just buy me a drink, right? You're just messing with her, right? The whole idea of this is to always position yourself as the one being chased. But again, you're being playful and fun about it. And it works when there's already some sort of element of a vibe there, right? When things are going well. Here's some other examples of this. You're totally checking me out, aren't you? Maybe to a girl that you talked to for a little bit earlier on, and then you guys kind of separated. Later on, you can say, I was a little disappointed you never came over. We had a nice little vibe going on earlier. The third technique, nonverbal, right? Nonverbal flirting is basically similar to messing with her, except that you're doing it in a more physical way. This is very similar to playfully shooting a spitball at a girl, right? It's something that's gonna piss her off for a second, right? I mean, what the hell what's this guy doing? But then she'll see the humor in it. She'll see the flirtiness in it. Here's some examples, right? You can steal her seat just as she's about to sit down. I used to do this in college at parties a lot. When there was a couch at the party, I'd go and sit right, like when a girl was about to sit down, I'd do that and just mess with them, right? If you're walking next to her, push her into something lightly. Remember, you're being playful here. It's not, pushing her. Take her hand and put it on another guy's ass. Thumb wrestle her and then cheat to win. Ask her to hold something for a second, then turn and talk to somebody else, leaving her there holding it. Fake like you're giving her a high five, then leave her hanging. Ask her to hand you something, but don't grab it, right? So say, give me your phone, and then just keep picking your hand away. As you can see by all the examples above, none of what I suggested could be interpreted as, being mean or spiteful or hurtful, right? It's all meant to be playful. The reason that it's so effective is because you're treating a beautiful woman like she's a bratty little girl, right? You're just messing with her a little bit. And most guys do not have the social intelligence to do this. This makes it cocky. The mere fact that you're so confident in your ability to create instant rapport with a beautiful woman shows that you are a little bit cocky in a good way. Now, most guys are asking her what she does for a living and a whole bunch of other boring questions, and you're doing something completely different, which is why it's so attractive. So one question I get from guys is, a guy will say, well, I do have fun with girls and I'm good at flirting, but even though there's a vibe, I can't get her to meet up again. Or eventually I hear, I like you as a friend. Now, if that's you, then I have a short quiz that I want you to take because it will identify your attraction blind spots, meaning after working with thousands of guys, I know that a lot of guys are making very subtle mistakes without even realizing it. So I created this little 7-question quiz that pinpoints what your blind spots are, and then it gives you a customized solution for fixing them so that there's girls into you instead of you chasing them. Now just click the link below. It'll take you to about 30 seconds to do this quiz, but be prepared to learn some brutal truths about what might be holding you back, especially with the women you really like. Now click it now, it's free. You don't even have to give me your email. You literally take, yes or no to a bunch of questions, and then it formulates a custom response based on your answers to give you some insight into why you might be messing up with women without even realizing it. So take the quiz now, but also leave me a comment below, subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you'd like to see me cover in the next video.